Okay, so this is going to be a video on how to edit and develop the Williams Plumbing Training Center homepage. Now, essentially what we're going to go over is everything you need to know to edit the homepage. We're going to go over putting in pictures, font, adding tables, hyperlinking, and administrative controls, whether it be gaining access to edit or private or restricted, as you can see here. So the first thing we want to do is go over to the Training Center Help. Now, the Training Center Help is essentially everything you need to find to edit the training center. So you go over to Author Training Documentations, and this video should essentially get you through what you need to know. So if my video does not, you don't find exactly what you want to find, go to the Author Training Documentation. Now, my video is essentially going to help with relation to our training center. There's a lot of broad topics on here. This is going to be exactly what I do to edit this training center. So hopefully, each division head or people within the division can develop their division on their own rather than going through me. And hopefully it will progress exponentially and develop exponentially. So the first thing you need to know is to gain access or administrative access to editing the Procore site, you need to go to this email right here. Once you email these people and you give yourself, the email, your Procore email, they will grant you editing access. If this email does not answer, you can also email our Procore admin, Todd Anderson, at todd.anderson@procore.com. He is our direct rep for Procore. So let's go back to the training center. So once you have editing capability, you'll be able to see this editing, new, and options. These are going to be our three controls that help us edit. So to edit the web page, you first click edit and always edit live. This just means when you update it, it will be live on the site and you won't have a pre-save option. So as you can see here, this is a photo that I added on. Let's see how to add photos. So the first thing you need to know is this is exactly like a wiki tab like you see in Google Docs. This is the exact same thing. You can format stuff, format font size, text color, background color. You can do everything like you can do in Google Docs. You can also add numbers, bullet points, and change everything through here. But to add an image, you go up and then click this image button. Once you click this image button, you can attach files. As you see, I've already had some pre-added files. Say I want to select that, save image, and a photo will come. Essentially, I found that going over into my images, finding what images I want, and dragging it to a specific spot worked a lot better. See, and that is just mainly because I edited on a Mac, and that was just a lot more simpler for me. Now, as you can see here, it's regular words that I developed and typed in with a different format and style. And as you can see below there is tables. Now, to add a table, you go up to the right and you'll see there's this table button. Now, you go to the specific table you want to find, click there, and you will get a table. Now, I use tables to essentially organize the entire site. So, if you want to break a page in half, you just want stuff to be organized, use tables. Now, to get these lines on these tables, what you do is you right click, add table properties, and type in simple. Doing this will make lines on the table. So once you save it, you'll be able to see these lines. If you do not want to see these lines, but you still want the table aspect, do not type simple. So let's go back to editing live, and let's look more in depth on our table setup. So if you want to delete, you just click on the table, hit the X right there, and that will delete it. Now, say I want to add another column. I go up, click on the right column, there's a right arrow, click right. If I want to delete it, delete. Same thing essentially for if you want to do a row. Now, as you can see down here, we have more words with a hyperlink. So this context us is hyperlink, so I'm going to show you an example of how we hyperlinked everything. So to hyperlink, you go to the word you want hyperlinked, you click this hyperlink button in the top right, and you find what you want hyperlinked. When you search for it, essentially it will be a page that's created or a PDF or a photo. This is all, you can see here it's produced by the Procore staff. It's not produced by Williams. Essentially, if you want to make sure it's produced by Williams, you got to look down here and look for Williams. But say I want to link this Google Docs. I hit Command C, copy the URL, go over to link to, make sure nothing is typed in there, and paste exactly what I want. Now, once you hit save, it will change it to blue. Any hyperlink can be colored any format. Essentially, just automatically change it to orange just to show you what's highlighted and allow the user to understand what's going on a lot more simply. So, we save it. And you go down, click Procore, and that is now directly hyperlinked. So that is what's done to all these down here. Essentially, these are pages created rather than just linking a website, but we will be getting into everything to do with creating a page in the next video. So that should be it on how to edit the Williams and Harvey website.